Bado initially wants to select Kunigami as a forward player who can pass him the ball. However, Nagi suggests that Mikage's versatility would provide a better balance to the team. Both Bado and Isagi agree with Nagi's perspective. However, Isagi notes that choosing a balanced team might limit their potential. Instead, he argues that unpredictability is the key to their success. Just as Isagi devoured Bado, and vice versa, he wants a player who can challenge them and force them to grow. Without this kind of challenge, they won't be able to beat the best teams in Blue Lock. Only one striker has managed to keep up with the three monsters, and the answer is obvious: Chigiri. As he makes his way across the field to join his new team, Chigiri promises to wait for Kunigami so that they can take their revenge on Isagi. Nagi tries to assure Mikage that he doesn't want to be at odds with him and acknowledges how well Mikage played in the game. Nagi expresses his belief that they will face each other again in future matches, but Mikage doesn't want to hear any of it. He feels that Nagi abandoned him and forgot their promise to become the best together. Initially taken aback by Mikage's words, Nagi ultimately agrees that they cannot grow together. He acknowledges their promise, but also feels that Mikage is a burden, and he's past caring. Nagi decides that he's done with Mikage. Before leaving for the fourth stage, Isagi offers some final words of advice to Mikage. Become the one who chooses instead of waiting to be chosen. As a child, Bachida confides in his mother about his imaginary friend, a monster that he sees when playing football. He yearns for a real friend who can play fun football with him. His mother hopes that he will make one someday, and Bachida is confident that he will. In the present, Bachida can't help but grin as he practices with the best Blue Lock has to offer, Rin. In the fourth stage break room, Isagi suggests that they play Rin's team next, but he's ignored by everyone. Along with Bado, the king, and Nagi, the genius, they now have Chigiri, the selfish princess. Bado goes on one of his usual rants about keeping the place neat and tidy, but Nagi and Chigiri couldn't care less. To ease the tension, Isagi suggests that they all grab a bite to eat. Nagi and Chigiri are too self-centered to see the effort that's being made and decline, but Bado agrees. As they eat in silence, Isagi suspects that Bado is still mad at him for the donkey comment during the match. But Bado speaks up and wants to know what Isagi sees during the game and what kind of football he wants to play. Isagi shares that his weapons are spatial awareness and direct shots, and he's also been working on his off-the-ball movement to position himself better and control the field. Isagi apologizes once again for his impulsive words during the match, but Bado admits that Isagi was right about him on everything, except for the donkey comment. He wasn't mature enough to admit that his way of doing things was wrong, but he has become stronger and wiser since his defeat. Isagi admires Bado's honesty and thanks him, saying that he really likes this version of him. All flustered, Bado asserts that he doesn't, and says that he just wants to know Isagi's way of playing so that he can devour him completely the next time they play. Isagi welcomes the challenge with enthusiasm, promising that he'll evolve faster than Bado. Meanwhile, Nagi is watching a clip of Noel Noah, the world's best striker, and is eager to learn and copy his techniques. Chigiri, acknowledging Noah's prowess, believes that it's possible for Nagi to learn from him. Chigiri confides in Nagi about his injury and that his leg is a ticking bomb, but he has no regrets about continuing to pursue his dream. Isagi ponders the potential of the team and the synergies they can create. He eagerly anticipates facing the best team in Blue Lock and is confident they will emerge victorious. However, upon their return to the break room, Isagi and Bado find the room even messier than before, courtesy of Nagi's first touch practice. Isagi finds this amusing, but Bado has had enough. Meanwhile, Bachida is practicing with Rin and begins to realize that he enjoys playing with Rin more than the other way around. Rin doesn't find Bachida's half-baked ego exciting and knows he can't win against him with his dribbling skills alone. Bachida reflects on his childhood, where he believed that playing football and becoming one with the ball was the most enjoyable thing in the world. However, others didn't share his passion and found it boring to play with him, so he began playing with his imaginary monster friend. On his previous team, The coach prioritized team play, and although Bachida hoped that his teammates would share his enthusiasm for football, no one ever did. He craved someone who could experience the same joy he felt while playing. But as others began to doubt him, he started doubting himself as well. However, everything changed when he received an invitation to Blue Lock and met Isagi, who also has a monster inside him, and shared his passion for football. Bachida believed in Isagi and saw him as the friend he'd always yearned for. He still does, but Rin's words, "You're looking for someone with your dribble," struck Bachida hard, as if Rin had seen right through him. It made him question his fixation on Isagi and consider a different kind of monster, maybe Rin. Rin disregards Bachida's musings as nonsense. As the two leave the practice area, Isagi surprises them, challenging Rin to a match and declaring that he's there to reclaim Bachida. Bachida can't wait to see which of these two monsters can delight him more. Thank you for sticking until the end. Subscribe for more videos like this.